Boy, do you want to know another thing that's being propagated constantly by the likes of Jordan Peterson, Tucker Carlson, Stefan Molyneux, Lauren Southern, and Gavin McInnes? The Great Replacement Theory. Hi, my name is Aaron, and this is my show, Re-Education. So we talk a lot about us on this channel. We talk a lot about how we believe a society should be structured. Socialists, communists, anarchists, we all discuss how certain aspects of those sorts of societies would function. How we could have a society without money, without a state, without centralized government. But what we don't talk enough about is the enemy. We talk about conservatives, sure, but I don't necessarily think that they're the enemy. I think that a lot of them are just propagandized to, just like liberals are propagandized to. A lot of them are just stuck in the middle, not knowing what direction to go, and have just decided to go along with whatever group that they happen to have been born or bred into. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the professional reactionaries. I'm talking about actual fascists, Nazis, the ones that are the actual enemy. So what do I mean here? What am I talking about? Well, one of the aspects that a lot of these fascists, these Nazis, like to project is the idea of the Great Replacement. Now, the Great Replacement is basically when a group of people, it doesn't have to be race, is replaced by another group of people. That's kind of how this conspiracy theory goes. A lot of the time, though, it is tied to race, and traditionally, it's the idea that white people are being replaced by minorities. And because more and more nowadays, the media tends to follow in the direction of these professional reactionaries and continues to have a more propagandistic, more leaning, we tend to see a lot of this stuff being projected in the news as things that are virtually innocuous. Like immigrants replacing you at your job. You know, the old meme, they took your job. Well, not only are they taking your jobs, they're also sneaking into your bedrooms and having sex with all the white women and diluting the white race, turning it into a mongrel race that is eventually going to create a genocide, meaning no longer will there ever be any white babies again. This is kind of the mentality that goes along with this Great Replacement theory. It takes the "they took our jobs" meme to its natural conclusion. An state. And how is it exactly that white people are the only ones that believe that their race can be diluted? Wouldn't the very effect of all of these other immigrants and minorities coming in and diluting the white race inevitably just dilute their races as well? So their race is so unimportant to them that they just need to go and use themselves as some sort of like racial suicide bombers to destroy their own race in the hopes that they're going to destroy the white race as well? This plan seems so stupid, is what it sounds like. Ridiculous. So every other minority, every other race that exists within Western civilization is inevitably trying to fuck the white race out of existence. It wouldn't make any logical sense if it wasn't for the Jews. Because clearly, the Jews are the ones that are convincing all of these minorities that they have to use social justice to the white race out of existence. See, that's what it is. That's what it is. Jews have decided to weaponize social justice, to use minority groups as a weapon to genocide the United States and completely destroy Western culture, aka white culture. The funny thing is that I'm making a joke about this, but I'm not actually exaggerating. This is literally what they believe. This whole thing is part of the JQ, the Jewish question. They think that there is an organized group of Jews that are out there that have conspired to weaponize immigrants and social justice to literally destroy the white race. And the funny thing about this, actually none of it is funny, but it's all kind of funny, like in a weird Orwellian, dystopic, fucking crazy type of funny, is that the mainstream media and a lot of mainstream right-wing propagandists are following suit with this whole idea. And they're dog-whistling the idea just as hard as anybody that's a white nationalist. Only they're saying things like multiculturalism will destroy Western civilization, which is a literal dog whistle for race mixing will destroy white culture. It's just using slightly different words. They will not replace us literally means Jews will not replace the white man. This is all dog whistled even further in the mainstream media when they talk about those immigrants taking your jobs, or the idea that they're flooding across the border so you need to build that wall. They want to turn everybody away from the actual problem, which is the system, and direct everyone's attention towards a scapegoat, towards the immigrants, towards the minorities. They're making it seem like those are the people that are the enemy, and not the ones that are sitting at the top, profiting off of all of this, while having a good, deep belly laugh. The Great Replacement theory is a fascistic theory. It always has been. And the elites have absolutely no problem propagating such a theory, as long as it gets some of the attention off of their back and puts it onto somebody else. Preferably someone with no money and no power. At least that's the way I look at it. My name is Aaron. If you do get a chance, please check out my Patreon. Every dollar does help fund this show. And thanks for watching. But worse, when you get deeper into it, it's not just about immigrants coming and taking your job. It's about immigrants coming into the bedroom and fucking your white women and diluting your white race.